right? So, I welcome you to more unknown space. Hey, Josro. The game isn't that long? I mean, it's pretty big. And it's not just that you're flying around in nothing, right? There are more races to find, more story, more missions and so on, so it's actually quite big. I think I said it a few times already, but I'm actually kind of surprised. And I mean, I guess I could play quicker if I knew it, but I'm not slower, so I think we are quite successful, I believe. We are winning most fights and getting better gear and so on. But we've done quite some bit already. Actually, what were we doing here? That, I think. First we need to download some cargo, the green machine, a research point, and an obscure connector. Even more research points. Could give apparently more tech, if I see this right. Okay, so we still got the devout motives, right? We got the void disruptor thingy. We got the Chasm of Loathsome of the devout here. We got the Kirnan gateway, we got the Starlands and the Empire still. And then we also still need to find our way back. And I think we are getting slowly in the way of an endgame. Because we can now basically barely reach the last few... Oh no, what did we not do here? Ah, we fell at one planet, I think, right? Because we barely reached that planet. The planet, the Dreadnought stuff, we can get it. But then we still need to get tons of more tech, and. So, you know, there's really many things. And I'm still surprised that in this Kiranan gateway we see so many of the Nimian fleets. They were telling us they had some... The ships were out, training or something like that, right? Well, you always have been. I'm not sure. I think there is no max for that. Just so that you can maximize though the secondary benefit. I want everyone on 2 for Astro Science and then 1 for everything else, but Xenoscience. You are on 9 and every new point that you still get, which is at least 1 or 2 more levels I think, will fully go in there, so you'll have at least 13 later on. So, some new star. Interesting, I think we never had one of those so far. So, and then we arrive, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more star systems. I mean, I'm not sure how big it actually is, but it's pretty big in general. Oh yeah, not just that, right? We also had still the ring world stuff, and we have no clue how that works, and a few other mysteries here and there, so it's really big. And I think the 20 euros or so that I paid for that is very well paid. What do we have here? There's some facility that we find. And Lieutenant Istar. Yeah, all of you are now Lieutenant, by the way. And let's protect it with Quantum blah blah. And we can maybe crack the code. Good enough? Well, we did crack it, but an alarm was triggered. Fragment 1 in the Nimian dialect. Okay, so it's a Nimian, the lion ones. Visit your sister. Your pilot suspects something. Complete such an order of orders inside of the risk of giving the killer a claim of provocation. Come on, the scroll worm. Well, we got actual worms, and we got but scrolls would not really fit to them, I think. Could be that they mean anything really. Not sure who that is. To Alathea? Hold on. Saleno to the Alathea. Okay, so they're basically... That is a listening post, I guess. Build it at a point 60 leaps toward the magnetic north pole from the inlet of the... Okay. You know what it's meant to be. 60 leaps towards the magnetic north pole from the inlet of the largest Michigan lake. That's not just silly. They also have not located key at gateway. Well, there was many things. And it was I think it was just a listening post though. Hold on, someone just warped him. Sorry? A freaking mouse is here! Where do you come from? Holy shit, mouse! Give me a second, I need to... Why is a mouse in my house? Cats! I was just playing, was wondering what was just touching my feet, and then something was on my upper leg, and then suddenly it was on my PC. There was a big, a real mouse watching me with big eyes, and I'm doing fine here. Bye bye. And my cat is just lazy in her box, and the other one is outside. They're not hunting the mouse, and I bet you they brought the mouse in here. The stupid idiot, because I'm in on the first floor, which is some in the other. Well, that is one above the earth floor, right? I think the Americans count the first floor first or something like that, while you have the earth floor first. So, yeah, the cat brought a mouse in. And I was very surprised right now to find a freaking mouse here. I could delete it, but I think it's now hiding behind my computer. So it will be getting cooked anyways. Alright, we got a wormhole, which is nice. We have more Nimian scouts. I guess the Nimians really wiped out the Kernans completely, because there is a Kernan hole. I guess it might be defective, yeah, there might be. I mean, they let the mouse run away in the first place, right? Sooner or later the mouse will come out. And I will probably hear some dastardly noise around 3 AM in the morning. Yeah, that's a very nice meme, but I would prefer not have live gifts. Back to the uranium, I guess, and there's one up there. You got the quest for the Kernan Gateway, right? That, or I should apologize for something? I mean, the one cat that is actually the good hunter, usually, and brings things home, usually doesn't have anything to apologize for. The other cat, the old cat, usually doesn't catch anything, so... Hey, hey old man, hey McCain, how are you doing? So yeah. I mean, they saw that I wasn't feeling so good yesterday, and that's why they brought me some gifts. But I really didn't need a live mouse in my apartment. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure they like me. But I still would prefer to not have it. When very relaxed, warm weather plus a long weekend is a good time. It is indeed. Hold on, there's an enemy here. Raider Scout. What the hell are raiders? Oh, and Raider Outpost. Well, I guess we have some fights. Oh, hold on. There are quite a few of you. I thought that you were not tough. So you don't look very tough. Yeah, these are just scouts. The design here, though, that kinda looks like, well, standard scout design, to be honest. Could be anyone, really. Let's see how the base looks. I enjoyed the warm weather yesterday very much too. A bit too much because I got a sunburn now. You got destroyed so quickly, man. Is this Temu a Warrior? I mean, it doesn't have block stuff, but a little bit. Okay, so they're drones. I very much like that it doesn't have blocks. It's a pretty big universe here too, but it's, as far as I'm aware, not generated, so it's always the same, I believe. There are a few things where you find stuff in a different location and so on, but the general planets and so on, or the systems, I think are mostly the same. But it's quite neat, and for 20 bucks it definitely was worth the price. Got some weird artifact. Let's see what happens if we analyze it further. Got a large network of connections, probably some kind of computer. Then our base might recognize that. Basically, the game called itself an RPG in space with ships or something like that. I wouldn't necessarily say that, but basically in 2D, and you do stuff like that, I guess. You basically are stranded here because some weird big-ass ship destroyed your space station that had a wormhole to another universe, and now we are in this other universe or something like that. And we are just basically going around, collecting resources, doing missions so that our crew levels up, getting more experience, and slowly getting more and better parts, finding more races to either trade with or fight with and so on, and trying to figure out what's going on. And hopefully return sometime. Star Sector for normal people. Yeah, kinda, right? Although our ship doesn't look very normal, but it's efficient at least. We built it ourselves, you see. Yeah, right now the few fights that we did have against these raiders, oh, they got destroyed, they're bigger ships obviously now, but they weren't so tough, weren't they? Let's see how the destroyer do. Well, they also don't look very tough. I don't even have to activate our shields. Good on us, I guess. Get a few amount of resources from that. Yeah. I don't think they got much chance. Not unlike these other drones that we had fought the last time. With all these many rockets. That wasn't very funny. But yeah, basically you just travel around, explore more, get hints for more stuff, do some quests to find here or there, and just basically you have anomalies and figure that out and get to the story, get research points for more research and so on and so forth. Basically you modified your ship and apparently it didn't work out, and you crashed. So they're apparently not there for long. They crashed 1 or 2 years ago. Is it a replay roguelike style or just thing up? It's definitely not roguelike. I don't think there's a new game plus or anything like that, or where you get more stuff from earlier tries or so on. But you definitely have a few decisions here and there that can go either way. For example, we decided to help out the Nimians, I think, in the Kirnan-Nimian war. And of course we could have decided to help out the other side and so on and so forth, right? I'm not sure if there are more big things. It seems more like small things where you can change a few things here or there and maybe help out one side or the other side. But overall, I think it might have the same ending. I would build an inferior weapon when you have designs for a better one. Good question, Deb. Anyways, Raiders, we can stop them now. They were stopped already. The drones, and I see a radar outpost. Let's take that one down too. There's still quite a few mysteries, and I would be interested in playing that on my own again on a higher difficulty, which apparently also means more enemy ships and so on. And maybe really try out the fusions that we did had to do it a different way. See how different it is there. But so far it's still a pretty big game, you see. And we played for quite a while already. And I think for 20 euros this is a pretty good value. Hey. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be a big game, right? But if you have a big game for 20 bucks, then it's definitely a nice thing to have. And it's also not like you go around and you are like, another one, you know? It doesn't feel grindy at least. It's fun to play. And in that case, I actually also don't mind it that the game is big. But I also played a few games that actually were very big, and you were like, yeah, it's cool, but you also really had to grind, and that's not so fun then anymore, you know? But here it's really, really nice. And normally we're not that strong, right? But we are pretty far along with our ship. And basically we got a cruiser, which is the middle ship, and we upgraded that quite heavily. Very strong weapons. Not much armor, to be honest. I mean, there can be fun in grind too, right? When you got this nice zen going and just do the bit half AFK and so on, right? That can be nice. But not every game has that. In most games, you just play and think, again, do I have to? And so I'm quite happy that this is not needed here. Or that it doesn't feel like that. Alright, what do you have here? Again, we found stuff from the Fallen Empire. And we seem to find some catacombs. Was apparently an organized encampment, but nothing very useful. Just, well, nice resources at least, but that's it. And again, the nice thing, right? There is replayability because you do have the other stuff, and you can make your ship completely different. You can build it on however you want it to build. That I really like. And so far it's just very fun exploring more parts, you see. So the 20 bucks I paid, although that wasn't sale, I think the game normally costs 24, 25 or so, is very worthwhile. I mean, these are our resources, right? We got beryllium, iridium, uranium, this is more normal, right? Neutronium, chirolite, xenium and adamantine, and etherine. These are rarer sounding ones at least. So, we got some more research points. Kirnan trees. Is this one of the homeworlds of the Kirnans? But it's home to several of the colonies. But we don't find any Kirnans. They've been apparently evacuated. Which made sense, because due to their attack... Kirnan chargers, yep, due to their attack on the Nimians, where we helped the Nimians out, since we didn't want to get used by the Kirnans. They basically lost their fleet, and then the backsuit. I'm not sure if they're getting eradicated by the Nimians, or what's going to happen with them. We have to find that out. Oh, another wormhole gateway, that's very nice. So we can come back easily if we need to. Okay, Lieutenant Istar explains this is a last structure with a mining empire. Okay, a mining colony basically. And we get some titanium out of it. Did any one of you do some hiking yesterday? Hey Mort, how you doing? I know it's not Buffer of the Federation, but it's still a nice game to play. The Final Frontier? Indeed. Indeed. I hiked like 20 kilometers yesterday. I was completely spent. I actually felt a little bit ill after that. Not every game has to be bot. Yeah, but it could be. Okay, there are Nimian battle cruisers, so there's finally the real Nimian fleet that they were missing all the time in their freaking homeworlds. Too many courses. There was some tree network, but it died very recently. So I guess the Nimians destroyed the the ecosystem here, so that the Nimians can no longer live there. I mean, there are Ferengi-like, well, not Ferengi-like, but there's a trader guild basically. Actually get some shields going. Yeah, yeah. I guess this is their home planet then. Okay, actually, can we trade with them? Do you want to trade with them? You got gold, sell price for uranium would be good, but you don't want to sell it. So, let's get one more neutronium. Now the war started, can continue to press on our borders. What do you mean press on our borders? This is a Kiernan homeworld. Pretty sure. And I'm not sure if you can fully purge them. At least there are no attacks on planets that you can do. Just we're gonna park here and stuff, but it's not the same. For amount of cookies I eat, I should probably find some hikes to do. Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to do 20 kilometers yesterday, just 15. And then I walked the last 5 kilometers home because no taxi was available. It really killed me. Another current forest world. The colony is completely evacuated. Okay, but they are evacuated. Not destroyed or something else, right? But I guess we're really closing in on their homeworld. I mean, there's basically one species, more or less, that in the old empire was doing certain jobs. Like, the one species was doing the trader stuff, the one species was doing the logistic stuff, the one species was the warrior caste, the one species was something else, right? There are slave worms, there's some insect hives. So Depths, it's post-combat debris, basically. And we got some more titanium out of it. And that's why you basically have some races that do this or that. There are a few that are more mixed, but those are mostly not aligned with the old Fallen Empire, or only indirectly aligned. And those that were really part of the old Empire had fixed jobs. The other thing in the Czechia? No, no. Just with some friends we went to a place near Autobahn here, and then hiked to through various villages, and drank a few beers on the way, let's say. A CTX hauler, so the CXTA's hauler, these are the logistics, and they are these weird eye guys. Basically like beholders with many eyes. Oh, it was fun, it was really fun. We were outside with some friends, you know, hiking a little bit here and there, drinking a few beers here and there, playing a few games and so on. The boarding of the Nimin has been a two-faced knife. Also, this have been increased, but they take both great offense to live with the others, and that's when you lose ships. Just a few divisions, yeah. It's just a joke, bro. Trust me. Another series of dry cannons. Well, Lieutenant Perks. So basically there are still 2 crew members that are not renamed yet, basically. So in case you want to spend 1,000 bucks, you can do that, and then you will be able to rename one of these 2. And 50% chance is really good. We only get copper out of it, which is basically used for batteries in this game. Which means we don't really need it. McCain, well, give me a second. Crew members. So we have left Martina Kepler and Cassie Pirks. Cassie here is our astroscience. Is here for astroscience, and Martina here is there for observation. Which of these do you want to be? I like observation. Then Deb has to take. Then McCain. No, Mort, sorry, has to take astroscience. Let's. I think they always read the second name most of the time, but let's say make it McCain and. Oh, not like that. And NL here simply. Oh, Mort Kalb is a better switch, that's true. There we are. If that, all 6 of them are named. Mort Kalb. Oop. Thank you very much. I mean, I could name you Matthews, of course. For a few of the other chatters, we didn't do that at all. We just named it twice the name. We might have to fight first, because they. I mean, in theory, we can stop. Let's see if we can do it on the quick. Like that, right? I and J. Pop. Okay, deploy team. Okay, another force, and again, it's completely evacuated. I wonder if we can stop the war, actually. They're coming for us. These are fighters. You could also have fighters, but we like lasers very much. These laser beams here. And these here, the shots basically are plasma shots. They are very good. They are basically your first weapons, and they're very good for point defense. Ha. IJES. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit weird for Germans to have I and J in a name, right? But I try. Let's destroy their cat. Actually, do we want to have peace, maybe? No? No. Well, then I guess this means death for you. Ram! Boom. Oh. Another holo of the CTX. We got a few more spaces here and there. Let's. Did I forgot once? Hold on, where did he come from? Well, we checked out that and then the southern part first, I guess. But yeah, what I was wondering is if we actually can make peace or not for those. Or if it's going to be war forever until one side is wiped out. Which appears to be the Skirnens, the herbivores basically. I mean, it's one thing to help out the Nimians after the Skirnens tricked us into sabotaging those guys. But I don't necessarily want to wipe everyone out. See, now we've got this. Lieutenant McCain, there's an observation site. There's an offline secondary ship log beneath the comm system. Analyze it. make reference to the trade guild Scout ship and somewhere called Safaria. We heard about Safaria. But mostly discussing about the color theory, which somehow feels odd for the Ermir. The Ermir basically are the warrior caste. I guess Safaria must be close to here then. The first time we read about Safaria was down here though, so I'm a bit surprised it's so far away. Safaria apparently is very dangerous. Let's see what we find. Please go to here. Yeah, like I said, don't worry. Normally you're not that overpowered, but we are pretty close to the late game, I guess, or at least our ship is pretty close to the late game. Really powered up quite a bit. The Prions have destroyed current habitats. Yeah, so basically you say the dead trees and the current habitats that are destroyed are related. I figured Sunaj. It's probably the bioweapons. Oh no, you figured... You say these are devout experiments. Basically the devout are fanatics. Interesting. Oh, and that actually might help us to figure out the devout research lab that we found earlier. It could be. Basically the devout are fanatics. They were... I'm not sure if they were the main ruler caste or race. But they and their opposite, the academics, basically were part of this old empire, of the fallen empire, and these fanatics, these devout, they basically say that the tactic the empire was using that was appropriated by some even higher empire, the remnants, is holy and so on and so forth. And if you use it wrongly or if you use it all, they kill you. Okay, Lieutenant Kalb is unable to determine what triggered the anomaly. There's nothing weird here, so... Well... Actually, that is the second planet. I remember that from the last time. It's mathematically the least unique body we've encountered. I guess it makes you unique in a sense, right? Yeah, see? See? The Nash is on my side here. He agrees here. The planet is so not unique that it's unique again. See, now Mod is confused. I suppose yes. Wait, no, that wouldn't be the least unique anymore. My head hurts. Poor Mort. Have Lieutenant Kalb attempt to pilot the lander to the source of the anomaly signal. And get 5 iridium out of that. That feels like a check of stuff. Yeah, it does, right? Hey, I found this rock. It's the least unique rock. But if it's the least unique, doesn't make it the most unique rock then? You're right. Is it undergoing an oxygen catastrophe? Okay. Poor planet, I guess. I'm a great pilot. Yes, you are, Maud. You are a very good pilot. Pats your head. No Witcher would ever say you're right, though. I mean, not directly, right? They would maybe say it in a roundabout manner, which in the end means, yeah, you're right, but I don't want to admit it. So, let me check my mission again. Yeah, see? You know, stuff. Now if we go back, we might figure out and can maybe reconstruct the thingy. Could help with the devout motives, maybe? The Starlands. Should ask the commander about it. Oh, we can actually contend with Starlands then. Starlands is some kind of mega structure that has a star... it's a bit like a Dyson sphere, but... like using a Dyson sphere to power a laser or so, maybe. It looks something like that. Oh, we got a guild envoy. What is the guild doing up there? Riddle me this. This is the trade guild, I think. A special envoy to Sepharia. We are approaching Sepharia's base. Oh, finally. We about insects in brightly colored hulls that they could smash to the rim. Can you give me some unofficial counsel? I could be persuaded for a substantial fee. I mean, sure. Let's bribe them. 40 Meridium. Sepharia, now we just have known about Sepharia and there's apparently danger zone, and apparently now we pay 14 Iridium. They've existed since at least the earliest of the Empire, so they're around for a long time. The burner path of advancement would lead them to rival the old remnants. Interesting. But they decided to reach a perfect state and... Okay, so they got very high tech but said, you know what, that's enough. It's perfect how it is. They have no weakness, they're super strong. They don't care about civilizations outside of the tiny sphere. Sometimes they want remnant artifacts. Yeah, what about the Talonian artifact? The Talonian artifact is, I think, super ships from the Fallen Empire. Old remnant ships that they jury-rigged to somehow worked. They paid in advance. But when you delivered it, they already lost interest. I mean, maybe I could get that somehow. It's quite neat. It's quite neat, and there are quite a few of these races. In theory, you could take it. So there's an artifact, we could maybe just take it. 200 Iridium! Do we even have that much? Okay, we cannot trade. How much money do we have? That... well, Iridium at least. 85, so let's try to get 200 Iridium and then he would maybe give us some stuff. But this is the Sepharial throne. Yeah, it sounds very angel-like. Sepharial throne, right? Let's see what happens if we get closer. They are yellow, which means they're neutral to us. So maybe they don't shoot us immediately. Okay, also, if this is a throne, right, that's a flinger, I assume wherever this thing flings us to would lead us to Sepharia. Now, we had some very old conversation that I remember very much. Sepharia from a devout wreck. Avoid the flinger, it should be it. Proceed north, 3 sectors and then west. There could be something there. So, 1, 2, 3, either here or here, depending on how you count it, then west to some nebula. Then we might be finding something else too. Oh yeah, it looks a bit threatening. They will not be bluffing. Tactical sensors show off-the-chart energy potentials. You're breaking the domain of the Sepharial. We do not recognize your vessel. Entry is not permitted. Depart immediately or face immediate destruction. We are on a peace or mission of exploration, as the humans always do. We will not occupy our thoughts to learn your taxonomy. Shh. I mean, maybe we could become a guild envoy ship. Anyways, let's go to roughly there and then west. I want to see if there's actual something, a nebula, where we could find whatever else it was. Besides, we can do this here hopefully. If we had 200 price, then they would be able to steal the one artifact. Oh, enemy ships. No, not an enemy ship. So in one of these, no, successful artifact. Another burst relays station. Approaching our position. Granted facade protocol. Okay. I'm confused. I'm mostly just really confused right now what it is meant to be. Hey yo, trustworthy from Conians. Yeah, don't get tricked, man. But we found where Sepharia properly is there. This flinger should lead to Sepharia. So 3 up, then to the west. Remember that one? How you doing, Deb? How's your Friday? Right. I don't know how far we have to go, but they said 3 sectors north and then west until you find some kind of nebula. Holy shit, Deb, are you drunk? Yeah, I said if I weren't too drunk, I would be streaming yesterday from Father's Day hiking, and I wasn't, but it didn't feel really good. I hiked like 20 kilometers, and the last 5 broke me. I felt actually really ill. I really felt ill. I got a sunburn. I had like 5-6 blisters on my feet, so I was just in bed, recovering. No, but I said that I would maybe also stream yesterday if I wasn't too oh, there's a nebula. If I weren't too inconvenient by the Father's Day hiking stuff. Oh, I guess Ascension Day, yeah. But I really felt ill. I didn't drink much alcohol actually. Well, a bit, but it was over the full day. But I really felt, you know, when you're really ill and you have this weakness, this squeeziness feeling, the tiredness feeling, all of that together, and I had that. We just went to here from exploring the Kürner and stuff, and there was a good envoy that warned us, do not go there. And there's a small base directly next to the flinger of these Cepharians, who told us, don't get close, lesser species. And of course, it could be somewhere else, but I'm pretty sure this is the flinger that they mentioned. Devout Warper. And a base. A Vault Guard. Hello. No, I think this has nothing to do with the Nimians. It is at the end of the Kyrnian stuff. And apparently the Kyrnians also had evacuated all of their planets. At least they were all evacuated. Oh, see how tough these are. Dreadnought? Whoa! What the hell was that? Did they teleport? Are these neutrino torpedoes or something like that? Oh, are you actually warping away? They are warping away! I didn't know they had this tech. Okay, these are only fighters, thankfully. They can't do it too often, I guess. Because now this ship is fucked. Give me the tech for that. I want to have the tech for that. I mean, it depends a bit on the logic of the universe, right? I mean, Star Trek, for example, has also torpedoes, and they are just space missiles. I mean, hopefully we see that. Hopefully we can get that tech. So far, none of our red shirts has died, which is very neat. Oh, they even got shields, man. Those ships got everything a little bit. I mean, they're really high tech for the devout so far. Oh, the Garai! I haven't seen that name at all. Oh, we got our first support. Oh yeah, it's them. We got our first support member die. Our first, well, get injured at least. Our first red shirt. You look damaged too. Nice. I think we're slowly taking them out. Very slowly. But nobody can stop the beam. Yeah, right, I think it's just a ship name for devout dreadnought or something like that. Oh no, this is a dreadnought! Holy moly! But a then a devout variant at least. I think it's doing decent damage on it still. Let's see if we can maybe destroy the things on the sides. Purger. Always the friendly ones, right? Maybe let's get a bit further away and kill the supporting ships first before we go after the remaining dreadnought. Or really, these fighters are absolutely useless so far, at least from the enemy. So I'm not sure if we actually want to get those on our own. How much ships do you have, man? Right, another one. Okay, we should be on our own against this thing again. Now. Quite mobile, actually. Our energy is not doing so well. To recover a bit more. But we did destroy a few things here already, right? It looks no longer synchron. We destroyed one of these holding pieces here, actually. Oh, there goes one of their arms, finally. Should be substantially slower now. Maybe we can just destroy all of their engines? Or just take down... Oh, we got it! No technology for us yet, though. Yeah, let's see if we can get these arms down here, too. Not sure what they are doing. That goes quite quickly now. Oh yeah, look at that. That goes really quick. There goes the space station. I didn't get any new tech though, did I? No, I didn't. This is a shame. Would like to have the warp stuff. Artificial planetoid. Let's see. The entire planet is artificial. Well then our technology, but perhaps not yet remnant level, so it might be something from the old empire. It might be the first few ships maybe. Relay pattern is showing complex local responsiveness to our EM band activity. It's possible the structure is intelligent. The structure is intelligent, so is it AI? And apparently we can use the glyph sphere that we got all the time earlier. Oh, yeah, it looks like an AI. Like an AI. Lieutenant McCain! About to change and we can talk now. Can you understand us? Yes. What are you? When the jailer escaped to this new prison, I was left to guard the door. When the jailers escaped to this new prison. So someone escaped to this prison? What? What prison? This is the prison. We're going from an ICE communication protocol to an artificial language constructed by our civilization. Just like taking a lot of liberties. Okay, this is a prison within a prison. It contains other prisons still, so it's compartmentalized? Prison within prison. An orderburst of cells. Cultured cells of infinite cultures. I think it's Wintermute? Mystical realm. I mean, Isekai, it could be. What is a prisoner? A fragment of the Banisphere that formed by the first light. A singularity of thought, now decayed. So maybe some ancient AI that could think for itself? Who created these glyph spheres if we needed to communicate with you? An ancient race who wished to whisper dangerous questions into the prison. At least they had wisdom to ask my counsel. But I had answers they received and would be surprised if they survived to this day. They probably mean the old empire, and we actually figured out the devout motives. What is your connection to these devout? The corrupted academic. Oh, that's the thing that I meant earlier, right? The old empire, the one caste of these people with the three eyes we just fought, there were the fanatics or the devout, and there were the academics or the heretics. Basically, the academics wanted to understand the remnant tech better, and the devout were like, oh, it's godlike, we need to worship it. And let's say the devout won. Ask questions of the prisoner. His reply gave them an endless appetite for the answer. They went away, returned larger and smarter, but no wiser. What were their questions? The first question was one of curiosity, seeking understanding of the jailer's keys, but the most dangerous. So, are you jailed here? Or is the jailer something else? Maybe one of the prison is this universe actually, because the remnants left, right? So maybe they locked this universe due to outside threats or so? Starlance, the key? It could be. And you helped the out on their homework for better tech. The later questions were tedious. What recombinant pattern of the nucleides? Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. So, chariot. A chariot were big ships of the Fallen Empire, usually stolen from the remnants. So that is how they accessed those big ships. Optimum strategy for inducing a defection in a being. Oh, that is the devout tech. Can you safely give the answers the devout received? A foolish question, but showing at least more wisdom than the academic said. Yes, the answers held danger, but the danger was more specific to the asker. The asker? That's not a real English word, is it? I've already decked from further to reduce this threat to a minimum. And we go back to the ship. It is a real English word? Okay, fine. Alright, so. We got good information, also research points, a wide range of disciplines. I need to go back to the base, basically, to figure out more. Very nice. Let's go here and hopefully not get destroyed. It would be awful if the flingers would be in the way. Yeah, it definitely sounds like that, right? Uh, there are... It's not just in, but who. The Sephars, or Sephardians, something like that, they are a race of very high tech. They were on the way to get as big as a tech level as the remnants. Yes, they are. They not were. They are. But they stopped short before getting to the same tech level as the remnants, deciding that actually we are perfect. We don't need anything more. And they really don't like other people. Mostly because we're basically all the same to them. Hold on, what did I just hear? Please tell me this. Oh, yeah, we don't want to go there. We don't want to go there. No, Especially the thrones are space station. I mean, maybe we actually want to. Yeah, they are relations. Basically, they talk to nobody but some guild envoys where they sometimes get a few artifacts from. And there is one artifact here that we could get if we pay the guild envoy 200 iridium or something like that. Which we don't have. We need like 120 more. But looking at our cargo, we can just go to one of the... We could trade gold, copper or aluminium for more things, so it should be fine. Let's just go to here though. I missed that one planet. And then we find some traders, I guess. Oh, actually I have something unscanned here. Why did I miss the one planet? Weird. That's possible. But it could just be that they actually decided, you know what? We basically are in a post-scarcity already. There's nothing else we truly need. So maybe they really think they are perfect, you know? I mean, just think about the Ming Empire, the Ming Dynasty, right? Where they basically also went, yeah, you know what? We got this. We don't need outside stuff. We are perfect. So maybe it's something like that, you know? Where they just say, ah, nobody can threaten us. It's all good. It's fine. Who knows, right? Not everyone, after all, not everyone is human. Different species might have different motivations. Probably a few more of the Kiranans while we're here. Actually, can we talk? No, we're still enemies. Ramming station! Ooh. Wipe them out? Well, of course we wipe them out. I made a glorious isolationist old species in Stellaris, but it got a bit boring. There's almost no diplomacy. Yeah, but you see, the best species, McCain, have no diplomacy. You just need to eat everyone else up. Or wipe them out, or, you know. I'm not a fan of the... It's very funny if your empire is strong enough. You can basically vote in the galactic community to wipe out everyone else but you or stuff like that. It's very fun. And very nonsensical. Will you even try? There's no logic for that, I'm pretty sure. It's just race enemy. Well, they got ships there, but they found a few planets off them, but nobody was in their colonies. They were apparently all evacuated, and I didn't find any planet where they actually still live. That might be that there are some more. It might be that maybe they're hiding somewhere out or got some other planet or so. But who knows? I actually didn't find out where they actually still live. We didn't find the home planet where we could talk to them. Just old, evacuated, well not old, but evacuated colonies of theirs. The others run away. So it looks like they're running away, huh? Yeah, so either someone wiped them out, but they actually said they were evacuated multiple times. So I just really assume they saw it coming, and they have some planet where they can flee to. And that's what they did. Evacuated on time. But where to? I don't know. We probably can find it though. And yeah, no, I could have fought them, but I would just rather go to the one planet that we're missing out of that. Evacuated into meat grinder, it might be. Then it was the theory that we are not native neighbors to the Nimian. I'm not sure, man. I think the ones that were not here native, or we think were not native, was the Hive, right? Not the Kurnians. Big gas planet is big. Oh. Elite? Where do you Where do you guys come from? Well, I think these were the drone thingies. They can just really come after me, so they can keep exploring. Oh, Soviet team. You were dumping ground for ship parts, basically trash heap, 60 copper. Thank you very much. Hive 2. I actually really thought it was only them, and the Hive and the Kurnians were normal. They were. Oh! There are signs that a Kurnian population was evacuated with only partial success. A Preyant infection has infected these trees. So basically, the Kurnians somehow lived with these trees, right? And something destroyed them. And I'm just thinking it probably was. Well, I would like to say it was the Nimian flare, right? But we got these drone thingies there. Oh, devout Starlands. Hold on, no, these are the devout. What? Starlands Databank. Hold on, this is Starlands Databank. Ooh, maybe that is the tech we need to fix the Starlands. No, the Kurnans are herbivores basically, and they somehow had they had bioengineered the trees for reasons. And apparently these trees are very important to them. They're not just food, but something else too, or whatever else, right? And somehow these trees got all damaged. Or rather, let's say, sabotaged, really, right? And seeing that it says only partial evacuated, I would argue it was the Nimians. They are lion enemies. Yeah, it's just red shirts, don't worry. All of these support crew, they are our red shirts. Look how many ships there are in this chapter here, this sector here. Are we the bad guys? No. The Kernans tricked us first, so that they could figure out where the Nimian homeworld is. And while they did that, they attacked their homeworld, and then we got roped in to defend them because hey, that's kind of. And we said yes, we will help you, because it was kinda shit of them, you know. Actually, what are you trading in? Gold. Well, actually, the price is not too bad. It would be too much gold though. I want to keep at least 60 gold. Hmm. There you go to 100 simply. Yeah, that's about right. So did you? Actually we could. It's a good point, we got quite a bit of that uranium. We don't need to use it at all, it's only for fizzles, right? Let's say we sell it to 50. And we got tons of gold, and we can put it into more, well, a bit more I guess. It's still expensive, but we normally only need 63 more. And then we could get the one artifact that is in the other space. The Sephiran space. At least it feels like we are progressing big time. What do you mean, how do you get back easily? As long as there's a wormhole, you can just go to any of these wormhole gateways here, right? So, like to here for example, or to here and then poof. Not a big deal. Alright, what do you have there? Well, have McCain lead the research. As described in the fragment. Alright, 20%. 97 is really good. Lieutenant Joshua realizes that the universal translator has taken liberty with the text magnetic north pole. The original was actually primary magnetic north pole. Magnetic pole. Both the Nim consider the southern pole more significant. That could be. Find a buried crate. Let's check it out. Well, there's an artifact. Brassy collar. Another Talonian fragment. Very nice. Well, let's sort of float some stuff. We'll finish with that too. Yeah, finishing quite a few of our storylines. Well, at least supported, right? Something like this. Really gonna figure out how exactly that works. Oh yeah, more leaks? I guess they want to stop us from accessing the database here. Of course, they're bound to fail. Oh, where do you come from? Oh, our friend here. He might actually have a few resources too. That's right, we rammed them to death. A swarm warhead, you say? Hey, Viscamook. So, he likes Yttrium. Oh, plasma cohesion adapter is quite expensive though. But I want it. Still have 51 left, which is okay. Our sell price for quite a few things. Look, we got so much platinum. Let's reduce it to like 150. Yeah, that's right. These are rare-ish, so let's keep them. Instead, it's a bit price. Oh, no, he doesn't have much, sadly. So let's get as much as we can. And well, Deb, calm down. First of the swarm warhead, and then the plasma cohesion adapter. Modification to the plasma turret barrel. Using super cooled condensate to maximize cohesion of plasma projectiles. So now they got even greater range. But you hate greater range, don't you? Yes, it can. Yeah, very careful. So, let's check it out. Istar, do that. Do the thing. So they were researching doing research into practical applications. With a few research points. Ominous looks like the most recent focus was a radiation attack. Oh, that is what destroyed the trees? The reason indicate access to some powerful computing or AI resource. We know what that was. They used it to research numerous large-scale weapon program. But different biology, so they researched mostly genocide stuff, basically. Silicon-based, plant-based gases, organic, etc. No matter what, they try to wipe them all out. I mean, no. The devout are not the lying guys. The devout are assholes that want everyone to die. So they instigated the war between these. But maybe now we have enough info to stop the war from going any worse? Is that an option? Yes, these radioactive cloud methods are the result of this research, obviously. But not just, I'm sure, right? They're not over apparently, which is weird. Well, let's go back to our home base first. We need to do a bit of research, progress with the story a little bit more. Yeah, we shoot them down, or also they are maybe this size, like that, right? So it's not very big. Let's talk to the Alathea first. For all the Starland stuff. First off, you get beryllium, platinum, and neutronium. Where's the You guys went to the Nimians and you made a more formal diplomatic contact, and they were so happy about our combat they gave us a gift. Yeah, but... what do you know about these Ethereal? Not much. They were, no they are, a powerful civilization as old as the Empire. Perhaps not as powerful, but they were also not dependent on remnant artifacts. A visually focused race apparently deemed themselves capable of judging the capabilities of another species just by glancing at their vessels. Oh, they must hate us then. What about the stuff we found? There's an illustration attributed to the Devout, looks like a star in a starland. I think it's actually this item, the cradle of which is made to look like the part of a lance that contains the star. This view contains a map. Although possibly not literally. Possibly not literally. So there could be info about it, which we can now access thanks to this new info again. You spell select the atom? I mean, it's just a uniform, you need to have some of them, right? Let's have a talk with Milton. Resources from the refinery that we have fixed. Anything else? No. What about Rama? Commander? Also nothing new. Okay, research. We've got quite a few points. Let's go to the stuff at here. Starland's equation. Also pretty cheap. Let's do that. So we've done that. That'll probably help us. Now we could get better shields. These are our lasers, but this is just quicker that they can target quicker, which we don't really need. It would be nice, but we don't really need it. The fixed guns can penetrate better. We are not using them anymore, though. Would also be wasted. Tractor beam as much as possible. The crew stuff. Reactors. We don't have the batteries, but who cares? This is maximal cohesion. This is new. Expensive, but I wonder how good that actually is. So I definitely want to check it out. We still don't have better engines, by the way. You can get a Dreadnought, but I think we would like to have better stuff first. But it doesn't feel like we need anything in that regard. Let's just get better shields first. Alright, Mort, have fun. So, we got now really good shields. Research missiles for Swarm. We don't even have missiles at all, man. We would need to start to research missiles at all. And then we can get Swarm missiles and Trinity warheads if we wanted to. Didn't we get new tech stuff? Because it doesn't feel like we get new tech stuff. I was thinking maybe we finally got better engines or so, right? But it doesn't feel like it. Well, let's talk to Dr. Rama about his Darlands. Yeah, right, there are quite a few of those. So I thought maybe we finally would get it, but no. The idea is apparently if we open the Starlands, we could go back to our own universe. But the equations look odd. Something... it would be a shame to lose our ship. Thanks, Dr. Rama. Was exceeding your expectations that high of a bar? More of an age bar. Thanks, Rama. So, first things first. I want to check out if we can maybe something do to the ring world now. Then we need to buy more iridium for the other artifact, right? Those are torps? It could very well be, man. I mean, we saw the warp stuff, right? Or even though we can still not access it. We saw those torpedoes, whatever else they were, right? Oh, we got the data from the Devout lab. Bad news is that civilization broadly against organic life. But specifically and especially focused on DNA like ours. Okay. I'm not very surprised about that, Sunash. The good news is the research we could do to reduce the danger exposed to it. Basically some kind of radiation shielding maybe against those weapons. Which means less red shirts will be dying. Oh, look at this! Finally! We get another Talonian fragment. Neat. What can we do with that though? We do get 150 research points. Let's see, where was trade? Here was one of these trading ones. This is green. Green means trade. This is the one for aluminium, which is very good. Actually, yes. The Starlands has a Dyson sphere to power it. I'm not going to activate the Starlands just yet, but I will show it to you again. At least looks like a partial Dyson sphere, at least. It's... I mean, it's powering it, right? So it's getting energy directly from the star by having a sphere around it. So, you know. Definitely close enough in my eyes. Let's just destroy the parish there. With a few more resources while we're here. Hauler. Why are there so many of the haulers there? 3 of them are the same. But of course, that is probably remnant tech. Oh, look at these plasma ranges by now, man. That is a bit sick. I mean, maybe you could live there. I mean, they have a ring world too, right? And the ring world is also... Was it around a planet or about a star? I'm not sure, actually. Well. Anyways, let's trade with these guys here. So... Yeah, we could sell tons of aluminum if we wanted to, for silver. And we want to have iridium, which is quite expensive, but we can sell so many of those. That it shouldn't matter. Actually, also you don't have that much anyways. Anything else we'd like to have? Well... This is quite... cheapish, I guess? Oh, we don't have that much though. But let's assume that this is expensive, so let's get one of those. So we basically nearly got enough. Then what else? Maybe we can also do this now. Yeah, but they got a ring world, right? They got at least a weapon or something that is around a star or powered by a star. So even if they are not a Type 2 Civ, they are very close to it, like 1.9 or so, you know? So again, basically we had a quest here with some communication tower. This didn't work just yet. Hopefully that will work out now. Oops, sorry. Oop. Here we got a debris field which we can plunder once per returning to our base, and hopefully we can finish it sometime. And this here was some uranium field which we fucked up. Or didn't work out, depending on. And this here was a trader for something else. I'm not even sure for what. And if worst comes to worst, we can always sell our artifacts to the trade guild and get iridium that way. Alright, these are the snake people, the slavers. Oh, we need to go there. I mean, we know about the traders in general, right? Because they got these green stuff. This is a planet. And other stuff is just trading with the people that are in their respective systems. Okay, it's still silent. And the traders are mostly here, for example. I guess I could make notes where everyone is. Where the different races are. I actually remember those quite good. It would actually remind me we could use our copper too. But let's see what we get out of that first. I really wonder why we haven't found we did get tech from the AI, right? So I'm actually really wondering why we didn't get anything out of it. I thought we would maybe get because the big ships that we fought to access that planet, right? The AI planet. That was, for example, or had, for example, big engines that had warp stuff, that had some kind of energy torpedoes or something like that. And so I thought maybe we could access that, but no, we couldn't. Or maybe we can try to the Locans too. I don't actually know what they have, to be fair. Because I think I never traded with them. Oh, we can't even. Well, that's what it is, I guess. Yeah, probably. Or they do it behind some kind of story or so. Like you first need to activate the Starlins, and only then it will progress, right? Use something like that. Maybe. Um, I wouldn't be surprised, let's say. Not at all. This is where I need to go. To the dump. Alright. Let's see, McCain, give me garbage. Acceptable. We get 15 gold. And again, we leave it alone for a while until we have recovered. I really want to know if we can fix it or not. Let's just check the other thing out up here. We can finish that at least for now. It could be that it's never ending and it's just some, hey, you got some free resources, check it out once in a while. Which might very well be. But maybe it does. And even if not, well, we get resources out of it, right? So it's not that bad. Although I'm not well, it was 15 gold, it's actually quite decent. I want to say I'm not sure if it's worth going there, because you can't go there directly, but hey. Oh yeah, about the hauler. You trade with gold. What about your iridium? Our buy price, our sell price. Let's sell a bit of copper maybe, and a bit more of platinum to get more gold. Oh, also, that would be really good to sell, man. Let's give him one more. Alright, we got 211 and we are now above 200, which means we can do the special trait. And we also just bombed them away. Don't worry, it was just a love tab. Go to there, please. We love the CXTA? Yes, they are good smuggler logistic buddies. Alright. Lieutenant Culp, give your best, collect the uranium. Oh, God! Well, let's try this next time again, huh? So we need to go back to here so we can ask the guild envoy for the artifact. For the cheap price of only 200 iridium. Yeah, I mean, basically you have a randomized, right? You roll from 0 to 100 or something like that, or from 1 to 99, and then you add your modification. And even though we got like plus 20, we rolled a 2. So that wasn't very high, to say it mildly. He rolled a 2. Oh well. So, where's the guild envoy? Was last time somewhere around here? Ah, there he is. 100 now, 100 on delivery. Return in a while. Actually going right now, or can I just re-ask you and be patient? Ah, fine. Okay, let's just try to not forget about that. We did read them stuff, so what is left? We can't do that. This is just this year, this is not open to us. So it's actually only the Starlands left right now. We could find more stuff to explore, of course, right? We don't see much more, so let's check out the Starlands. Make a note? Fine. Come back later for Talonian artifact. Flip. Hold on. What was that? What the hell did we just fire at? I'm not seeing anything. I thought I saw green, so the Kernans, but I couldn't see anything. You know, actually, with this information we have now, right now, maybe we can actually talk to maybe we can actually talk to the Grinnons. No, we can't. I mean, I wonder if you could find that out before the war starts. The problem is, of course, you don't really get to this planet before before the war starts, right? Because you got only access to this after the war has started. I guess if you know that, you can find it on your own, maybe. A new BTO update has dropped. Really? Is something cool in it? I'm not gonna restart. Well, it could be, in theory. Although our pilot friends do pretty well. Where do I want to go? Oh, yes, Starland. Starland. New Mech Bay update. MAIC and TSM are moved there now. What do you mean they're moved there now? They did exist earlier too, right? So, where are they moved to? Is there a new tech for them, or...? Now, what are you, my friend? That's right, you are resources. They aren't in location now, they're the same place as armor and... No, that might not be it. Does it mean they are fixed? And only a few mechs have it or don't have it? Because that would be a kick in the balls. Alright, activate the alarm. I don't think that's a sudden search, and that's why we did it. Okay, do things. Ooh, what was that? It was a sensor burst. Stellar fusion has dropped, or did you just destroy the star? Oh yeah, you used up the star! Well, I'm sure it's in front of it, yeah maybe. The myomas. I need to check that out, man. Sounds kinda wild, the change. So... go back to base, I guess, and talk about what we did. This is my... Well... Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Armored core. Bullet time. What? I finished peeling my shrimp. Good job, McCain. Hopefully... Actually, if you take that long... Hold on, the enemy ships, take him down. If you take that long to peel one shrimp, you might actually lose calories from doing that. So we activated the stupid Starlands. Bullet time sounds like evasion? It sure does. We can just take a look if we can still do our pirate run, right? If we can, it might actually be fitting in very nicely. Alright, so first off, Milton. Resources, thank you very much. Check out research. Oh, we got radiation resistance. Okay, that's the thing that we talked earlier about. That we now have that we now are more resistant to the radiation. Sadly, still no better engines though. They were the most interesting part. Rama first, we shot the thing. You have 1 minute to answer a non-urgent question. I'm not curious. Alright, we did the thing. According to Dr. Ram, some kind of intelligence exists within an inaccessible collapse. Hold on, wait. Some kind of intelligence exists within an inaccessible collapsed quantum universe. Holy shit. And the devout have been communicating with it. Use it as kind of an oracle to further remnant research. Right. We crossed Randstad with the guild's log and found out that they were using Neiman agent to feed the information to Kernan. Okay, see? They did that. They did that. Maybe now we could actually stop the war. Present as evidence. Yes, let's do it. Conflict resolution. That did something, really did something. Before we do that though, let's check out the uranium again before McCain kills everyone again. Are you right? No, was it Mort? Yeah, it was Mort, because he tried to murder us. The Cockman is in the CT now. Kinda makes sense. So it sounds like it gives us more options to do stuff actually. I was worried that we would get less options, but it sounds like we can do more stuff with it. And I'm all in favor to do more stuff, you know? Alright. Lieutenant Culp, try this again. The last time we rolled 2, now we rolled a 1. Alright, let's talk to the Ninian. Is this enough, or do you need to go? We have proof that Devout has been instigating the conflict. Show them the proof. I've got some very top information. Appears the diplomat room exposed revealed even more information than we realized. Unfortunately, I don't think we can interrogate her further at this point. Politically, must be pragmatic. We have the upper hand. Thanks in part to you. Information will be distracting. I suspect the Colonel will agree to a ceasefire. The alternative is eventually surrendering both our domains to the Devout. Huh? Thank you for bringing us to our attention. We have it resolved. And we've again proven true friends and allies to the Nimians. That's right. So, we did this thing. Vodka with a saboteur? Yeah, that's true. Let's go back to... where was it? To up here. Maybe if we were in the base and we did the mission, right? Maybe now we can get the artifact. I mean, it could be that they... Actually, hold on. It could be that they have rare artifacts, and actually let's do trade. Oh, they have no artifacts, sadly. The sell price is quite insane for iridium, but we kinda need our own. Buy of platinum? Nah, we don't really need it though. It's fine. Anyways. Let's check out if the artifact is available right now for us. And I guess besides that it's really going back to the base, see what the Starlings did, and hope we get this stuff back. And see what else triggers then. Is there a new marker? No. I don't think so. I mean, it goes in that direction. Which by... Stop doing that game. Which by pure coincidence is... more like here. But it literally says, wait bro, just wait. So we're going to wait and hopefully something will be happening then. If not, we can always try and fight these Safarians, I guess. Minus speed for damage reduction. Defense for heat. Oh no, don't nerf my flamers more. Bonus damage with limp for heat? So the hotter you are, the more damage you do? More tonnage for speed needed? What? That might actually be interesting. You know? Have a group of only ravens or something like that. So, where are you, my friend? There you are. Hey. Do you have the thing? Pay the reminder. Give me the fragment. Do you hear that sound? Do. Well, we can check that out on Monday. The fine will up 154 points. And apparently that finished the Safarian mission. So that was the only reason we wanted to go to the Safarians. Do you hear that sound though? That pulsing? Delete? There's still nothing new there though. Let us do this again first, and then we go back to our base, and then hopefully something new should have been triggered. Did I just imagine it? Is it in my mind? Did I finally lose it? Right. At least McCain won't fail me like Mordkalb, right? Well, it was decent at least. And back to the base we go. MMG. How was your day? Nothing going on? That also means that nothing bad happened, right? Alright, center locks. We haven't detected a burst from the... Oh yeah, there was this polyhedral artifact. That's a good point. Maybe now that we fight the Starlands, the artifact will do something. Because actually we don't really have anything new for us. We can only save for bigger stuff, I guess. But there's nothing we truly urgently need. Let's check it out, sure. Well, that's also kinda on the way, right? I mean, maybe not directly, but it's close enough. You were a remnant, right? Yeah, derelict scout. Oh! Hold up! This is no longer the artifact, it's indeed a wormhole! So I guess this is what happened. How's yours? Well, quite nice. I've recovered from yesterday. It's a very nice day. Made some good stuff. Now let's see, I actually progress the story a bit. Where are we? This doesn't look like home. Yeah, it sure doesn't. How the fuck, where are we? We are in a dense, hot universe, with cosmology constants are very different from our own. God damn it. Is this a different map? Yeah, we easy kind again! Oh, going closer to the star would cook us, is what you say. Oh, further out, we need to stay where the star is. If you go out too further out, it would be too hot. Get hit by any of the debris being pulled in would be bad too. I see. Let's do that thing here first. Then survey teams. Travels from ejector out, by superstar. Will soon fall back in. Uranium, iridium, neutronium. Neat. I mean, for some reason there's a spot here, so maybe we can try going there. It's a primordial universe. The yellow superstar, but let's try going to there then. Surely we won't die. The star has over 2.5 million solar masses. We've never seen anything close to this size in our own universe. 100 research points. You are a superstar. Oh! Cathedral! The remnants! No, not the remnants, the devout are here! No mercy! The ship don't seem to be much better to the environment. Okay, so there's no real upgrades done. Let's defeat them first. The Cathedral is a big base with a laser, I think. This is what I choose to remember. See the other fields that we now resistant to. The devout, yes, it should be the devout. Only I am allowed to have lasers here. Oh, we had the ship in the last stream already. I'm not sure if I had it in the stream before. Maybe you missed the stream, or we did it only at the end. So, we got some weird anomaly there. So, that's been placed here recently. Or something appropriate place recently to analyze it. Got a proper storage with the info about it, hopefully. Let's check that out. That shows performance of physical intrusion into space by a higher dimensional shape. Alright. The problem uses highly compact data storage mechanism. Okay, we need to go back to the Solano to check out more of that. Now, I still wonder what there is. Let's see if you can actually go there or if you're going to die a heat death. As long as I'm not dying or taking damage, it should be fine. Okay. Nice info. Oh. That was very nice. Oh yeah, we're taking damage, man. Oh god, we're taking tons of damage. I only have the battle stations on, man. We need some kind of heat shielding for that to explore this universe. Save, Franco, save? Nah. We're back to the superstar, so it's fine. They'll just go back to the Silano and, look, it was planned exactly that way, right? We got some more, research points out of that. I think. Is that in the lock? Nah, wait, no? Let's go back to the wormhole. Because there's a thing here, I'm not sure why that is. I guess it's just because this is a step in the other universe on the same spot or so. But I would like to have checked it out. You must have been approaching an ultra star. I mean, they were saying that for some reason it's less hot the closer you are to the star. I don't remember why. Good stuff. I mean, we didn't lose anyone, just a red shirt, so it's fine. This is the spot where the Solano is, and this quadrant here that was just kept there, even in the other universe. Well, McCain, just take this shovel and make a grave over there. I will explain to you soon why this is a necessary thing. Alright. So, you read the summary, which is nice. Confirmed that is a theory that describes how remnants stabilize the wormholes. Prime chapter is investigating remnant artifacts. Yeah, I mean, we want to, right? We do. I don't want to contradict the Commodore, but he might also in my case. Yeah, it's fine. I'm waiting for Lieutenant Sunash to provide clarification on one of the log entries. Okay. So... give me the Dreadnought. The Dreadnought will be for next time, though. We got still 160 point left. Let's get... heavy deflectors, I guess. That uses damage taken from collisions. Oh, in general, right? In general. And construction of forward kinetic deflector modules. Ramming active. So I guess you just need to run around, explore a bit, or wait until someone says, hey, actually I got something. I'll just go to here again. And maybe this time Mort won't kill us with the uranium stuff. Oh, we need to ask Milton actually. God damn it. We didn't ask Milton, so let's ask him. But yeah, our ship is nicely strong. Oh! So she figured something out. A long-range devoted transmission. It was encrypted. But you broke it. Missionaries have identified location of a Talonian fragment. We like Talonian stuff. We believe the location is successfully the heretic portal near the Vidar 2 gateway. Sure, we checked that out after we talked to the guy in our base. And yeah, there's no fuel need. You can just explore as much as you want. That was Milton. About the probe. We found a probe. We found it in another universe. Wild. You guys get to do all the fun stuff, that's true. Right, we got one more message. Where is it? Here. Let's get you there. And beat those guys up. Go. 2 planets. Let's see which of these are interesting and which are not. Apparently not the ice planets, or the rocky one maybe? Oh, there's a point portal. Very nice. Also anything else around us that is new actually? No. Let's go! We got... Oh, these are Garai cathedrals, so they are devout, but they are not attacking us. Which is unusual. Greetings, false prophet. The fragment you seek was removed long ago. Our missile was false! We have redirected your blasphemous hell portal here. Your time is at an end. Offer you a final opportunity to clear your conscience before taking the blessing yourself. Reveal your true form, and reveal where the rest of your heretic fleet has fled. What the heck are you talking about? Good question. Denials are of no use. We have seen you scour the old academies and you abandoned homes for lost relics left behind. You possess a secret key to the blasphemous portals. Our vessel near the whirlpool from which you emerged. Huh? Deception is your nature, but it cannot save you. Your vessels are powerful, but ours grow stronger by the day, thanks to the revelations of our belief. Soon all of your kind will join our quest for truth. If you chose to perish in disguise, it matters little to me. Yes. Basically, yes. And basically they think we are the old academics, which is like these guys without the sign on that. And we somehow showed that face because reasons. I don't know why, man. They're just crazy guys, okay? Oh no! Oh, that destroys shield and takes energy. Okay, 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 okay. I see. Well, battle stations, I guess. They got the first ship. Oh, is the ship healing them? No, they are blue. Are they allies? No, they're the Goria. The Goria were the research guys that we found very early. Well, Research Academy? Are the Goria the heretics from the old empire? That might be actually, now that I think about it. I mean, the Goria were the guys in our home station, right? The Research Academy guys. Yes, and they're actually allies with us. They even gave us a loan. And it makes kinda sense, right? That that the guys that are researchers might be the academics from the old empire. That's not too crazy. Just break through, bro. Destroy the center. Okay. Yeah, these are the guys. One of our Void Scouts sent me a devout message that they found unusual. By the time communication with you vessel, you were already gone. We decided to follow. I didn't know you had ships like those, man. I thought you were, like, civilians. Thanks for the help. But I mean, but it's still like, we just helped you because... Like, because stuff. They're not saying they are those guys, but they must be like those. There's a reason no one tries to sneak into a prison. They lock them up, but them could also be bad guys. But anyway, there's a prison. Let's go in there. Deb, get those guys. The American of civilian. Yeah, that makes sense, just roll. So we broke in, and we got convicts. Josso interviews the prisoners and determines most are indoctrination criminals. And a few are relatives to ensure cooperation. Oh, it's a political prison. The devout communities have many religions, but apart from their obsession with the remnants, they have little hard dogma, which is odd. It is indeed odd. They seem to favor proselytizing above any particular belief. So just believe in the remnant. Interesting. Very interesting. We seem to make quite the progress, actually. Story-wise. Come on, beam through their deflectors. There we are. Nobody was hurt or injured. Another anomaly. McCain, do your observation stuff. McCain! Well, at least we still got 18 platinum out of that. But that doesn't look so good. Oh, did I just teleport? What was the... Oh, what the hell is that? Weird. I guess it's just a bug. That was fine, it was only fine because of your competence, but you rolled very badly. Yeah, basically they just say, they don't really care about what you do, right? As long as you believe in the remnants, then you're good to go. How you do that? What are your tenants? Doesn't matter. Do you believe in the remnants? Yes? Good. Oh, mines. You don't like mines. It wouldn't be funny if you can destroy the ships back to the mines and then loot them. Better got a shield, buddy. Alright, what's after this slinger here? Yeah. Imagine CK3, right? You can change all the sub stuff, but you have to have the one big thingy. Like Christ exists or something like that. Where are we? Still in the same universe, just somewhere far away. Another temple, not a cathedral. Alright, we get 24 Yttrium, and Deb says the patient has a weapon test pattern. This is where they tested their weapons. Also interesting that there's a star out there. Let's check out what we find here first. It's kind of far. It feels like this is the end planet of well, the main sector or connected sectors of the Devout. usual, let's take down the small ships first. But there's nothing in our way. Boom. And then we can go after the big targets. Burn through. Boom. That was nice. Nice explosion. Alright, recently abandoned mining operation. This does Security was in place for a while, but very recently put into high intensity but inefficient use, so get as much as possible out of that, even if it makes no sense, even if there's waste. McCain checks it further, and, well, nice amount of materials. Probably should also still check out that, if there's anything in there that's interesting to us. Might be hiding things. But first things first, I want to check out what that is. I don't want to miss out on anything. There's a flinger to yet another system down there, I think. So, taking a look at the system here might be beneficial to us. Okay, how's our crew doing? And we can spend most. We actually leveled up. That's why everything is at least 10. Which means you get 1 in xenoculture. You get 1 in observation. And so on and so forth. Basically, we got all the minimum stuff, that's which is why we can now invest into your main thingies. There we go. And apparently... Oh. We reached our max level. Apparently, so that is where we will stay. We won't get any better. Okay, there was a civilization of the late Iron Age, several millennia ago, and have now vanished. I think it's unusual though. No, not unusual. What is unusual though is they have literally vanished. Oddly, one of the items that their team does find appears to be coinage. That is weird. Well, it was 28 gold. Dead Star. Doesn't a Dead Star develop into a white hole and then a black hole? Another frozen planet for 11 platinum. I'm lost to explain why 2 non-spacefaring civilizations would literally disappear if the sun went cold. And being in the same system. That's one like these mysteries of ancient civilization holowits. Yeah, it definitely is. Maybe someone seeded them? Seeded people in these systems? And then later on took them with them or so? I don't know. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Ah yeah, you're right. Turns into a dwarf star. Well, chat, do your duty, please, because Lucky is surprisingly late. Go. LNS data posted. So, and again, we see that there's another flinger down there, right? Which means it goes deeper into their system, but I want to check out if the asteroid system contains a few secrets. Sometimes if you destroy a few of these asteroids, you get a few artifacts, and obviously we want to like to check those out, right? There are apparently technology stuff scattered within them, which is nice, and we get 25 research points, which is even nicer. Just do a quick flyby. Oh, red is pretty good. Red is the beryllium. But no artifact though. Well, there was one more down there that has only appeared after we went after the other one. So maybe something is Nothing interesting is there too. Doesn't appear to be so though. Just destroyed it and that's it. Alright, let's go after the space station and the other planet. Let's overtake their fighters. Let's see how long Lucky takes. If he does take much longer, maybe we can finish the secrets of the Devout today still. Maybe it's just in a few minutes and that we would be done. If not, I guess the Devout will be, or rather the secret of the Devout will be the target of tomorrow. So we will definitely continue this some more. It feels like we're getting close-ish to the end after all. But he's actually going live now that I just said it. Well, let's go through this. We got like 5 minutes longer. Yeah, he is. Yes, so we got like 5 minutes until he actually starts streaming for real, for real. Let's say it's 20:06 right now for me, so at 20:10 I am going to switch to Lucky. Might be a short, probably will be a short one, yes. This fight could take a bit longer than expected though. They got quite the bases there. Again, always take down the small ones first, then go after the big ones. No, well he would have been, but he low-key accidentally cheated. That was the last thing where he was doing it. Oh yeah, it took like 1 hour, like 1 hour 20 or so on hard, and then oh no, actually it was on medium only or something like that. Yeah, you know. Because he was doing it on hard, and then gave up in his original stream, and then did it in like half an hour on normal or so, something like this. And Lucky read it, yeah, it took like 1.25 hours, so 1.5 hours, on normal. And then he babied through it and said, yeah, it totally not washed up. And I know it was an accident, but I was like, Lucky! Which game was that? It was the last one, I think, which was Contra, I think. Something like that, right? I mean, if Lucky is really quick, we can continue after Lucky. Automated stuff, Deb does thingies, and we catch them by surprise, the defenders, that is. The workers were basically slaves. And we get some more resources out of it. Quite nice resources, even. Yeah, but that's actually what he thought he was doing the last time. I was like, I played on normal, and I took a total of 125, but this 125 was like 40 minutes trying to do it on hard, and then going to normal. And so, he actually was washed up, you know? And I lost points for that. Anyways, I think we're in a good spot. We can go for there, and then... Yeah, actually we need to go there, or there, to explore more. So, yeah, I'm going to save here. We're going over to Lucky. And again, if Lucky finishes in like 1 hour or so, we continue afterwards. And if not, we'll see. If it takes much longer, we go and do that tomorrow then. We'll see. Anyways, for now, hope you had fun, and see you at Lucky's. I do the raid right now. Until later maybe. Bye bye.